He's one of the most recognizable faces on American television, known for his infectious smile and quick wit. Millions see him laugh every day, but few know the struggle that shaped him. Behind the charisma lies a story of poverty, isolation, and resilience. Brick by brick, he built an empire from nothing. Born in 1957 in Welch, West Virginia, a place dominated by coal mines and steep mountains, he grew up watching his father toil underground for meager pay. His mother instilled faith and gratitude, teaching lessons that would one day save his life. The weight of silence. Steve Harvey's greatest early adversary wasn't poverty, it was his own voice. Born with a severe stutter, speaking was torture. His thoughts raced at hundreds of miles per hour, but words stumbled painfully from his mouth. Every sentence was a challenge, every conversation a battlefield. Yet this struggle honed him in unexpected ways. He became an observant listener, reading faces and gestures like a hawk. The cruelty of childhood only sharpened his skills. Neighborhood kids mocked him mercilessly, calling him va-va-va-voom. But these moments, though painful, cultivated a resilience and a capacity to observe the world that would later define his comedic genius. The dream killer. In 6th grade, a teacher assigned a simple task. Write down what you want to be when you grow up. Most children wrote safe, practical answers. Steve wrote, "I want to be on TV." His teacher mocked him in front of the class, citing his race, poverty, and speech impediment as proof that his dream was impossible. The laughter of his classmates became a wound that stayed with him for decades. Broken, he showed the paper to his father. Jesse Harvey didn't scold or laugh. He told Steve to keep it in a drawer and never forget it. A silent promise that the dream, though cruelly challenged, was still valid. From coal mines to Cleveland, the family eventually moved to Cleveland, Ohio, leaving the coal dust of West Virginia for the steel mills. The change of scenery didn't ease Steve's struggles. His stutter slowly improved, thanks to unexpected lessons at a deli counter, but directionlessness took over. College ended in failure, and jobs, Ford assembly line, insurance, carpet sales, mail delivery, ended quickly. By his mid-20s, he was a funny, charming man, yet adrift, unable to translate talent into purpose. Married with children, Steve faced the crushing weight of mediocrity. At 27, he wasn't a star. He was a drifter, standing unknowingly on the edge of a life-altering leap. The leap into comedy, a friend suggested he try stand-up. Despite never stepping into a comedy club, Steve decided to perform at Hilarity's Comedy Club in Cleveland. The lights hit him, and for the first time, his stutter didn't matter. Poverty, ridicule, and fear of failure vanished under the glow of the stage. He won amateur night, tasted applause, and made a choice that would shatter his life before rebuilding it. He quit his job. With a wife and twin daughters depending on him, Steve threw himself into uncertainty. The gigs were sporadic and the pay minimal, yet the fire in his heart whispered that this was his path. The cost of ambition. Almost immediately, the world punished him. Money was scarce, arguments erupted at home, and the weight of his ambition fractured his marriage. Alone, Steve endured long nights sleeping in cars, washing his face in gas station sinks, and wrestling with doubt. Yet every hardship became a lesson. His perseverance, born of early rejection and lifelong observation, fueled his rise. Slowly, his talent drew attention. He became a fixture in the comedy circuit, gaining recognition while enduring personal and professional setbacks that would have broken a lesser man. Reinvention and family. Steve eventually found stability through his second marriage. Marjorie brought order to his chaotic life, teaching him that being a father meant showing up, not just providing financially. The transformation softened him. Years of anger and bitterness evaporated, leaving a man committed to family above all else. The hard-edged comedian evolved into a mentor, a father, and a grandparent. This shift didn't just heal his personal life, it transformed his approach to his career. Laughter was no longer merely entertainment. It became a tool for guidance, inspiration, and empowerment. The philosophy of the jump. In 2016, Steve went viral, not for comedy, but for a sermon shared during a commercial break on Family Feud. He called it the philosophy of the jump, a life-changing moment when you leave safety behind to pursue your dreams. He spoke from experience, recounting quitting his steady job in 1985, risking everything for an uncertain future. The video struck a chord, viewed over 100 million times in a week. Steve's message was clear. Success demands courage, sacrifice, and faith. The parachute doesn't open immediately. You hit the rocks, bleed, starve. But eventually, the wind lifts you. Building a legacy with personal life stabilized and purpose clarified. Steve expanded his mission. The Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation targets fatherless boys, giving them guidance, mentorship, and hope. He doesn't just donate money, he teaches, coaches, and inspires. At every camp, he shares his story, the stutter, the ridicule, the long nights of despair, and shows these boys that failures are stepping stones, not tombstones. Steve's influence now stretches far beyond comedy, reaching young men who might otherwise feel trapped by circumstance, teaching them that they too can jump and soar. Faith and survival. Central to Steve's philosophy is faith. He attributes his survival and success entirely to God, insisting that his story cannot be understood without acknowledging it. Faith became both anchor and compass through decades of struggle, guiding him through poverty, rejection, and heartbreak. He teaches that suffering is preparation, not punishment. The years spent in silence, the nights in cars, the humiliations, all were part of a plan to shape resilience and purpose. For Steve, success is not the awards, wealth, or fame, but the ability to lift others while fulfilling the dreams kept in the drawer for decades. Reinvention and impact. Today, Steve Harvey operates with urgency and vision. In his late 60s, while many retire, he expands his brand globally, launching shows in Africa, investing in technology, and mentoring others. His empire is not about wealth, but legacy. The cars, suits, and private jets are tools for influence, not trophies. He demonstrates that reinvention is always possible, that starting points do not determine endings, and that scars are proof of survival, not weakness. Every success he achieves is a lesson in resilience, faith, and the audacity to chase dreams despite overwhelming odds. The fighter in the mirror. Behind the cameras, awards, and accolades stands a fighter, Brick Stephen Harvey, the boy who stuttered, slept in cars, and endured humiliation, is alive in the man on stage today. His story is not a fairy tale. It is a testament to grit, determination, and relentless perseverance. He teaches that laughter is more than entertainment. It's survival. Mistakes, failures, and public embarrassment are not endpoints, but tools for growth. The dream written on a paper at 12 remains valid. waiting for those willing to endure fear, struggle, and sacrifice. The power of the jump. Steve Harvey's life is proof that courage defines destiny. The jump, leaving security, facing ridicule, and pursuing a dream, is the defining act of any remarkable journey. His philosophy teaches that success demands risk, patience, and faith. Every young person, every dreamer, can see themselves in his story. The stutter, the dead-end job, the cold nights, the doubters. The question he leaves us with is universal. What is your jump? What is your forward tempo? Your stutter? Your fear? Are you willing to step forward and trust the air will catch you? Conclusion. Legacy beyond laughter. Steve Harvey is more than a comedian or TV host. He is a symbol of reinvention, resilience, and purpose. From the coal mines of West Virginia to the global stage, he transformed struggle into a blueprint for survival and success. His life shows that suffering can be preparation, mistakes can be lessons, and faith can propel the uncertain into greatness. Every laugh, every speech, every mentoring moment is part of a legacy built from grit. The only thing scarier than jumping is standing still. Steve jumped, and against all odds, the parachute opened